Alright, I wish any day kwan so mama kwa ba mra odi asampa TV. Mo so mfo odi asampa ni. Twede ampa bi kwan ni hina ehwe we dia megide se ho eye. Odoma kuma da romanti me so me ho oden. Abusha asem we dia me de be fa eye ye nuanom a omko hwere omokra ewo eye yes say ahemfa work here soldiers for forms ho nsam ma hu say asan so de ho press release bi o sa paper bi de apie say afei de code ne wan ya ebetume de ato forms no eno nie na eye pusiga MP asem a oba beka aye say enkwala no nyankopon na ahyehye ede ama omo say ewo say omo hwere omo kra no da bia no me de aya na ne meka na say religion no titiru ye Africa no ye de akondam ye bibia ma chese aye bibia ewo honom and ye hia enkofo te say Avram Ben Moshe na this time around ye nua ba akwo start ya che emu threat any ade when give you up oguso and onono or ye scholar in the Quran aspect. Now see one thing e was ade we mu say wunya sorry meaning me Americans make us sorry awakening wunya sa awakening no in that religious bogus no ne the sabi foolishness na a woman na sane wo waye awakening na those religiosity to say Christianity ne sa Muslim niema no edidi o ma adwen no say omuhu bibi as a bonsam bisa and it's the same way and a yen so na ni ye wombi ye ni ebete ni ye behu sa niema na then we keep on asking ourselves say eba ne say ne ye so damn to the stand they say sa niema we nyina na ekoso no yen to me anhu anase yen to me bisa ensem bisa bi sa pepepe na ade no akwakoye enti me for instance say edurumi bi na politics mu ensamsam ne mafo bi ewom koba ne say MPP NDC ensamsam na ensam fatana na ohwe se ne enkofo atu aguso asem bi ho no ma wa utum se da bi we de eye adanko daada ade na amanfo atu aguso na obisa won se ede na ekoso yi sa pepepe ye nua baako America na asemi ono ne de in fact was starting ne de na eja wo turo no ano odin and uyo obi asa wo hwe obi e wo screen so na wo hwe ne kasa ene ne ya utum say I say or the pain because of the pain any the kind of mental slavery I didn't call for a comuna aya na ha no oba eniema mu te say ne Avram Ben Moshe start here na or the Bible Avram Ben Moshe for Quran and Bible side na e de e bashi but ye bra na de ono no or ye scholar in ye can say Quran ni mu inti or the Quran na nkasa na e kire ne mamu na mu ohu say ensem bi wo ho no ma ensisi so for instance I am make say yes ye can okre enenya religion adidi adwen a ye be kan Satan kra no ne ho odin ese nyankopon asem say wo kan obo se Kristo ni hwa na ne machine say bi but the truth of the matter my mama example yam find say nipa mienu ena yese ntokwa bi si o muntem en sa nipa mienu we ntokwa na si o muntem no wiase nyina ada na o mani akoba ako afa we sori aba ni trim say panyan we sori a edua ni sisi panyan we sori edua ne nan a panyan na ba ako no ne nya ntokwa ne de on de ote ho ena obia support no ena omu ku bi ma de yese na sam enya no now sa nipa mienu we ye ka upon ye buru ni nyina no still na no da so gina ne nan so oye na dwuma say ye man so kra na wo hwe kra wo hwe saa nipa mmienu we ye bisa so omo mmienu hwan na ne ho odin a den na obeka as a reasonable person saa na aye since ancient time na ye sha ase se ye bompa ye ti abonsam abompa ye ti abonsam abompa ye ti abonsam bonsam da so gina ne nan so abusha yankwe na yankotie ye nua no se ne be ya ye bete ne ma bia se we de minim se message we enya for obi a eye for the awakening people omo a omanya ne e wa adwen mu no because ye nya bete sa ne ma we nyina ase a eno na be ma afen so no ya ba underground ne on se da bi there are some things be a religion ne politics na nkasa no e wo in some connection bi a just to control the masses, especially young Africans, you know. Young cry there, near Bobo woman say the world elite, you know, strategy from religion, from politics, and a whole lot. Normally they develop one crew. Ajehu edin any idea. I do support TV, so when you subscribe to channel now, whatever, must also subscribe. Share my from a cable to concern the video for 2 months. I be no way. Afi, so when you subscribe to channel now, must also subscribe. Ebi anam no kase we bema. O mema samu nko ye, o the boss wa no agem pure organic herbal remedy. O hwa, in haban na twa me ho ahia nan. Ye no, ye bush commando, ya wo ye to kwaye nim, ene ye de a kere ye. Nti ebi na si yi. We mema dro tata hwe pa, nti me ka bom na me de mawa ahoto. Aba awo ho da adwene so na e how dey a emfa wani nkyire ba bia say ya asthma diabetes hepatitis B ni na yodi as a spiritual herbal center ndi fa number na da screen ne so no 054 330 4976 yankon ko hwe nua no emra
as any challenge it's just a matter of time. Things will be fine with us. Mother Universe will put things in order. I welcome you once again. Today is another day as we continue with the religious expose, one of the Abrahamic, the so-called Abrahamic religion that we are exposing. The religion you don't know anything about. The religion you don't have a clue about at all. You only see Ghanaian Muslims, but you don't know Islam. There's a difference between the two. There's a difference between a Muslim and there's a difference between a Muslim and the religion itself. And again, there is also a difference between Muslims of one country to the other. Yes, the Muslim in Afghanistan is different from Ghanaian Muslim. You know why? It is because here in Ghana, here there are things that are not making the Muslims to really do or practice the religion or practice some of the aspect of the religion the way they want, because the surrounding, the environment is not permitting, the constitution, the law of the country is not permitting. So Muslims vary. Trust me, Muslims vary. When Muslims are minority in a country, Islamic religion is peace. When they are 50-50 with the native of a country, Islam is no more peace. Islam is join it by force. When they become majority, then the rest of the people in the country or in the town becomes their slaves. That is the reality. Islamic history has confirmed this more than once. Thank you and welcome once again. You see, when we tell you that those religious people are hypocrites, you don't believe us. Listen, Sudan is burning. Sudan is burning beyond comprehension. Sudan is in a mess. Sudan is really in a mess. Some people or Islamists are doing ethnic cleansing in Sudan. Do you know what it means? They are doing ethnic cleansing, meaning there are some particular group of people that some people want to wipe them away from the earth of Sudan. Yes. Now, the hypocrite Muslims of this country are mute. They shut their mouth. They are not saying anything. We were here when they were making noise, free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine. Nobody is talking about Sudan. Yes, because they are blacks, because they are part of African continent. So nobody cares about that. You care about Palestinians. who are white-skinned people, but you don't care about the Sudanese. Hypocrites. Your hypocrisy is more than anything. Religious people are hypocrites, especially Islam. I don't want to waste much of your time. You saw our previous video concerning the details of Muhammad running away or fleeing from Mecca to Yathrib. You saw the details of Quran chapter number 8 verse 30, where it was talking about 3 options that the people of Mecca opted, according to the Quran, opted to free themselves or to get rid of Muhammad, the fictional character. The first option has been spoken about. The Quran, the verse in Quran chapter 8 verse 30 brought 3 options: to ground him, to exile him, and to murder him. Yes, this is the 3. And then we started with the details and we spoke about the first option, which is the grounding, putting him in chains and put him in a room and lock him up, the way they used to do with most of their musicians and most of their poets. Come with me as I take you to the next option, or the 2 remaining options. The fire-breathing entity is here. Yes, when the realities of life are uncovered, change is a must. This is African prophet, the descendant of Thoth, the record keeper. Yes, we got all the records of the so-called gods. We have their records. We know who they are and we know what they are doing. There's a lot for you coming. Now, when they spoke about, when some people suggested of the grounding and putting him in chains, the old man from Najd, who is known as Diabolus, Satan, Shaitan, who came in human body, in human flesh, in a human image, rejected that opinion. And he says that one is not gonna work, so they should bring another opinion. Come with me in the same book, the second oldest Sirah book, Ibn Hisham, volume 2, page 79, page 79. Now, this is what and then he says, قال الشيخ النجدي, the old man from Najd, who was Diabolus, who is Diabolus, Satan or Shaitan, says grounding him and putting him in chains will not help anything. And then ثم قال قائل منهم, and another person brought the second option, and the option was that نخرجه من بين أظهرنا فننفيه من بلادنا. Let us exile him, let us banish him out of our midst. Let us sack him. Let us banish him out of our midst. This is the second option, just like the way the verse, Quran chapter 8 verse 30 stated. Let us take him out. Let us sack him. Let us exile him. Let us banish him. Min bayni adhurina, among us. He should leave us. He should go. فَنَنْفِيهِ مِنْ بِلَادِنَا, so that we will banish him from our country or our town. فَإِذَا أُخْرِجَ عَنَّا, if we sack him, if we banish him, for Wallahi, I swear by Allah, this person speaking is not a Muslim. He's swearing by Allah. We've encountered so many type of this, so many issues where these people that are not Muslims are swearing by Allah. So you see, Allah is Arabian deity. Allah is Arabian deity. You see, if non-Muslim who is worshipping idols, an Arab who is worshipping idols will be swearing with Allah, and Muhammad will also say he is speaking from, he is a mouthpiece of Allah, he was sent by Allah, then trust me, what is Allah? Allah is Arabian deity. That is all. Because what was the perception of the Arabians who are not Muslim swearing by Allah? What was their belief? You see, all these stories are cooked, embellished. They are not real stories. The real stories will be given to you as we are coming up with another episode, which is the hidden secret of Islam. We are coming up with that episode. It is ready, and it is about to hit your screen shortly, and you will hear things, you will be surprised. You will be surprised. So now let's proceed. Now he says, for Wallahi, I swear by Allah, ma nubali ayna dhahaba wala haythu waqa. If we banish him, wherever he goes, we don't care. Wherever he goes, we do not care. Wala haythu waqa idha gaba anna. We don't care where he's gonna go. We don't care who is going to help him. We don't care who will welcome him. It's not our case. We don't care. What we need to do is make sure it's no more among us. Okay? إذا غاب عنا وفرغنا منه فأصلحنا أمرنا وألفتنا كما كانت. So when he's gone, we will now come together and put ourselves together because he has separated us. Yes. He has separated us. Those that are not Muslims are seeing we, the idol worshippers, as enemies. And we, the idol worshippers, are seeing the Muslims as enemies. Meanwhile, we are kinsmen. We are families. And that is what exactly is happening here. Immediately you are a Muslim, the remaining family of yours, those that are not Muslims, are your enemies. That is the reality. That is the religion. That is what the religion is calling for. That is what the religion is about. Forget about what the sheikhs are saying outside there. They are liars. They are a bunch of liars. All of them are liars. You see, when Islam is in the weaker position, they say sweet things. When they got power, their real color, their true color comes out. Yes, even with themselves, that is what they do. Two Islamic sects being in one country can only stay calm and peacefully where the law of the country is very strong, that the law can tame them. But when you allow them, they will fight each other. After that, they will fight those that are not Muslim. It has happened in Ghana here more than once, and they burnt their own mosques. It has happened between Tijaniyas and Sunnis, Sunni Salafis. It has happened. Children were slapping their fathers. Children were beating their fathers because the children are Sunnis and their fathers were Tijaniyas. So they think their fathers are infidels. They are filth. They are dirty. So the children were beating their fathers. They were slapping them, kicking them in the name of religion. So the religion is about division. The religion is about division. Now tell me how your brother who is a Muslim that thinks that anybody that is not a Muslim will go to hell. That is the teachings of the religion. Tell me how that brother sees you. Tell me what he thinks about you. Tell me what he thinks. Just forget about the verses that are encouraging Muslims to kill non-Muslims. Forget about that. I just put that one aside. You have a brother, you have a son, you have a daughter who is a Muslim, and the religion says any other person that is not a Muslim is going to hell. And this is what your daughter has in mind. This is what your son has in mind. This is what your brother has in mind. Tell me, how does this your family members see you? You that you are not a Muslim. So this is the problem. This is the cancer of the religion that we are talking about. Yes, between themselves, Islam, Sunni, Shia, trouble. Tijaniya, Sunnah, trouble. Ahmadiyya, Sunnah, trouble. Ibadiyya, Sunnah, trouble. Khawarij, Mu'tazila, trouble. All of them are sects. Zaydiyya, Mu'tazila, trouble. That is the issue. So it's poisonous. It's dangerous. It's very, very hazardous. It's very inimical. Children, the next generation cannot grow on this. They cannot have these garbages and this poisonous, this venom in their brain. No. So let's proceed. So they said after that, then we'll come together and then we'll put our differences aside. The difference that Muhammad brought between us, we'll put it aside. That is what the option said. And then Qala Shaykhun Najdi, and then Diabolus, aka Satan, aka Shaitan, who was there in human flesh, says, La Wallah, he is swearing with Allah again. This same Satan was said that when you say A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, the power and the spirit of Allah will carry this Diabolos and throw him in the sea. When you utter another A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, it's gonna carry him and send him the middle of the sea. When you utter A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim again, it's gonna throw him behind the sea. And imagine millions of Muslims saying A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, and thus Diabolus, aka Shaitan, aka Satan, is still alive and kicking. Yes, indeed, if Diabolus, Satan, or Shaitan, or Iblis exist, then trust me, Iblis is more powerful than Allah. Iblis is more powerful than the God of the Abrahamic religion. He's more powerful. Besides, you see, religious people are so clueless. They are so dumb that they insult their Allah and they think we are the problem. Hey, you got your problems, bro. You have denigrated, you have destroyed and reduced your Allah to zero before me even speaking. I'm speaking from your own books. Listen, if your Allah want to speak to people, he cannot speak to everybody everywhere on earth unless he send the message to one villager in Arabian desert so that he will speak to us. But when Iblis, Diabolos, Satan, Shaitan want to speak to people, he speaks to everybody in all different kinds of languages everywhere at the same time. So between the one that can only communicate with one person, someone from Arabian village to come and talk, to come and tell you, and the one that can speak to everybody at the same time in different languages, who is more powerful? Stupidity at the higher level, foolishness. These people call themselves scholars, and you don't even see the error, you don't even see the problem. Your Allah can only speak to one Arabian in Arabian desert village who drinks urine of camel for him to come and speak to us. But Satan, Diabolos, Iblis can speak to all of us in different kinds of languages at the same time at different places. Between him and your Allah, who is powerful, you guys are so dumb and you call yourself scholars. If it is this that I will, you see, sometimes indoctrination is the problem. Sometimes I ask myself, how do I believe in this garbage and this stupidity and this life all my life, and even preaching it and even teaching it? How? It was indoctrination. If you really want someone powerful to follow, you should rather follow the Diabolos, Iblis. Diabolos is the one you should rather follow, because he can speak to everybody everywhere in different languages at the same time. He doesn't need a book to talk to you. Iblis, Diabolos, Satan, aka Shaitan, does not need a book, does not need a math piece. He can communicate with any other person in different languages everywhere at the same time. This person and someone that he cannot do that unless he chose one Arabian urine camel drinker to give him the message to come and give you. Who is more powerful? Your malams don't think. They marry too much, they eat and take attire and go and sleep. They don't read their books. When we read your books and we tell you what is in the books, you pissed off. What about them? Did I write it? You are mad. You are crazy. Stupidity at a higher level. Indoctrination. If not, who will believe in these garbages? Let's proceed. So he says, La wallah. Now Iblis is swearing again. And again, this Iblis that is swearing by the name of Allah here, let me tell you another thing. I've told you what A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim can do for Iblis. For your information, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim is one of the phrases that is allowed to be recited before reciting the Quran. Okay? Now, I told you what that phrase, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, can do to Iblis, right? Okay, now let me tell you what another phrase can do to Iblis. Another phrase is Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Do you know what Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim can do to Iblis? It is reported that Iblis said in his life he never cried. He only cried 3 times in his life. Iblis, Diabolos, aka Satan, has cried 3 times in his life. It is reported in books. Ibn Hisham, Ibn Kathir brought it in Asiratun Nabawiyah. Iblis says, Satan said he has cried 3 times in his life. Now, one of these 3 times that he has cried is when Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim was revealed to Muhammad. So, the phrase A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim and Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim are phrases that give Iblis uncomfort. They make him uncomfort. Diabolos is always uncomfort with this. But everywhere in the world, Muslims are saying Bismillah Rahman Rahim, but it's not doing anything. So who is lying here? It is your God and his prophet that are liars. Because what they promise you, you are not getting it. They told you Bismillah Rahman Rahim and A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim is a pain in the ass of Iblis. But the country where those phrases were revealed, is the sitting place of Iblis. A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim was revealed in Mecca. Bismillah Rahman Rahim was revealed in Mecca. Do you know the number of mosques that are in Saudi Arabia today? That in those mosques, A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim and Bismillah Rahman Rahim is going on. They are reciting this A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim and Bismillah Rahman Rahim over and over again in Saudi Arabia. But yet Satan is still there. That you need to pay huge amount of money and join aircraft to go there to stone him. You are stupid as an African. Any African who believes this and go to stone Satan at Saudi Arabia, you are the most stupid person on earth. You are the most foolish person on earth. No matter who you are, I don't give a damn whether you are a king, whether you are a chief, whether you are an imam, whether you are malam, whether you are sheikh, whether you are shehu, whether mukaddam, whoever you are. This is stupidity at a higher level, and you are the most stupid person on earth. You are the most laughable thing on earth. The country where A'udhu Billah was revealed, the country where Bismillah Rahman Rahim was revealed, which has so many mosques that are reciting A'udhu Billah Minash Shaitanir Rajim and Bismillah Rahman Rahim all the time, but yet still that is where this Diabolus, Iblis, is residing, and every year you're going to pay huge amount of money to go and stone him. You are an animal. Pardon my manners. This is animalistic act. So you have been lied to, and out of your stupidity, you don't know that you have been lied to. Do you recite Quran in Ghana here more than Saudi Arabia? You see, shut up. Nobody knows how to recite Quran here. You see, we know you people. We know you guys. We know you all those malams outside there. We know you. We were with you guys. Your Quranic recitation is not good. Your Quranic recitation is no Quran. Your Fatiha is not good. Your Bismillah is not good. Your everything is not good. And you have some appointed chapters that you read because you mastered those ones. If we were to put you guys on screen right now and give you Quran and have patience for you to be reading chapter from one chapter after the other, you will fumble. You will fumble. You don't know the Quran. You don't know how to recite. Shut up. You don't know how to recite it. You are not good. All your malams and imams, they are not good in it. Those that are doing well a little bit are the Sunnis. The Sunnis, they rattle the Quran like song. For them, it is a music. Yes, it's a poem. It's Arabian fairy tale poem. So then, that's apart from singing it, they don't know the meaning. That is their problem too. Apart from the Sunnis who waste their time to read the Quran properly, the remaining sects are not good in the Quran. Trust me. No Shia Malam is good in Quranic recitation in Ghana here. I dare them. No Tijaniya Malam who is good in recitation, Quranic recitation in Ghana here. No one. You don't have time for this, so you don't learn. We are with you. We saw you people. When we go to do this gathering of Quranic recitation, we hear tongues. You hear tongues. With the pronunciation of the letters, it's a problem. Not to talk of the laws governing the recitation, what they call tajweed. The words, the right pronunciation of the letters is a problem. Not to talk of the rules and regulation governing it, which is known as tajweed. They don't know it, especially my Tijaniya people. My Tijaniya people, especially the youth, they don't know Quranic recitation. Their own is holding long prayer beads, wearing big dresses. When it is Maulidi, they will go and dance Rabbuna Allah ya Allah, Rabbuna Allah ya Allah, Rabbuna Allah ya Allah, Rabb, and hit their chest and eat jollof rice and go home. You don't know anything. You don't know anything. So when we read those things and bring it out, you pissed off. You don't know it. Let's proceed. So the Iblis, Diabolos, is swearing by Allah again. Okay, he said, La wallah. He says, no. Ma hadha lakum birai. And Diabolos said, no. Exiling him is not a good idea. Exiling Muhammad, banishing him is not a good idea. Alam taraw husna hadithihi wa halawata mantikihi. Can't you see that he's good in talking? He knows how to talk. He got sweet mouth. The dude can talk. Okay? وَغَلَبَتَهُ عَلَى قُلُوبِ الرِّجَالِ بِمَا يَأْتِي بِهِ. And how he's good to convince people. He's good in convincing people. He's good in listening to people. So, exiling him or banishing him is never a good idea. And Diabolos swear again. Wallah. Satan swearing with Allah. Iblis swearing with Allah. He said, Wallah, I swear by Allah. لَوْ فَعَلْتُمْ ذَلِكَ. If you banish him, مَا أَمَنْتُمْ أَنْ يَهُلَّ عَلَى حَيٍّ مِنَ الْعَرَبِ. He will just go and join one of the Arab clans. فَغَلَبَ عَلَيْهِمْ. And he will sweet-mat them. He will convince them بِقَوْلِهِ وَحَدِيثِهِ with all his words. حَتَّى يُتَابِعُوهُ عَلَيْهِ. And then all of the clan will follow him. ثُمَّ يَسِيرُ بِهِمْ إِلَيْكُمْ. And then he will march them. He will create militant out of them and march them. حَتَّى يَتَأَكُمْ فِي بِلَادِكُمْ. And then he will come and use those clans and fight you and crush you or step upon you. فَيَأْخُذَ أَمْرَكُمْ مِنْ أَيْدِيكُمْ. And he will seize the power from your hand and you fall under his control. This is Satan. It seems like Satan even knows Muhammad more than any other person. Diabolos know Muhammad more than any other person. Okay. ثُمَّ يَفْعَلْ بِكُمْ مَا أَرَادَ. After that, he will manipulate you the way he wants. دَبِّرُوا فِيهِ رَايًا غَيْرَ هَذَا. Think of a different thing, not this one. Think of a different thing, not this one. For this option is never a good thing. This suggestion is not right. So, Diabolos always find a leakage in whatever idea they brought. Now, we've seen the two options. First one, the exiling. The first one is the grounding, the chaining. And the second one is to banish. Now, come with me as I take you to the last one. Now, فَقَالَ Abu Jahl bin Hisham. Abu Jahl bin Hisham. This is one of the uncles of Muhammad. He says, Wallahi, he is not a Muslim. He is enemy of Muhammad according to the books. But he's also swearing with Allah. So, I mean, inconsistency, lies, fairy tales. Because of this, you want to kill people. Because of this, you are casting people to hell. This nonsense, this foolishness, you must be crazy. Now, Abu Jahl says, Wallah, he says, I swear by Allah, Inna li fihi la ra'yan ma arakum waqatum alayhi ba'd. I am thinking of something that none of you has mentioned, or what I'm thinking of has never occurred to any of you yet. And they said, Wama huwa ya Abul Hakam. What is that? The Abul Hakam is the nickname of Abu Jahl. Actually, that is the nickname everybody knows him with in Mecca. It was Muhammad and Muslims that named him Abu Jahl. That is a story for another day. Okay, now, Qala. He says, Ara an nakhuza min kulli kabilatin sha'ban fatan jalidan nasiban wasitan fina. He says, I'm thinking that we should pick from each clan of Mecca a strong, skillful young man. ثم نؤتي كل فتى منهم سيفا صارما. And then we will give each and every young man sayfan sariman, a sharp sword. ثم يعمدوا إليه. Then they will go to Muhammad فيضربوه بها ضربة رجل واحد. Then they will smash him, or they will cut him, or they will kill him with the sword at once. فيقتلوه. Then they will kill him. فنستريه منه. With that, we will all be okay. We will be safe from him. فإنهم إذا فعلوا ذلك, if they are able to do that, تفرق دمه في القبائل جميعا. His blood will be on the hands of each clan that we chose the youth from. Now, the reason for Abu Hakam to say this was that when you kill someone according to their law, when another man kills another man without battle, without fighting, they have something they call diya. You pay a ransom. The people will charge ransom for you to pay, or the murdered family will come together and attack the family of the one that killed their kinsman, right? So Abu Hakam is thinking that if they they do that, the clans, the Banu Hashim, the clan of Muhammad, cannot go after each clan trying to fight them. So what will they do? Falam yaqdiru Banu Abdul Manaf. Banu Abdul Manaf is the head of the clan of Muhammad. Ala harbi qawmihim jami'an. They cannot go to fight all the clans that we chose the young men from. Okay? Faradu minna bil aql faqalnahu lahum. And then they will agree to reason with us. So they will sit down and maybe they will pay ransom to the family of Muhammad. Because the family of Muhammad, the head of family of Muhammad, Abdul Manaf, they cannot gather themselves and fight against all the clans that the young men were coming from. They can't do that. Okay? Qala. Then he says, Yakulu Shaykh al-Najdi. And then the Shaykh al-Najdi, the Diabolos, the Satan, the Shaitan in human flesh said, Al-Qawlu ma qala ar-rajul. This is the right option. This is the best suggestion. Hadha right. This is perfect idea. La ara ghayrahu. Me myself, Diabolos, aka Satan, aka Shaitan, I don't see different. I second this idea. I agree with it. فَتَفَرَّقَ الْقَوْمُ عَلَى ذَلِكَ. And then the people agreed upon that, and then they call it a day. وَهُمْ مَجْمُعُونَ لَهُ. And they came together that this is what they're going to do. This is how they are going to do it. They're going to gather the people. They're going to call each clan. They're going to pick young men from each clan so that they will go and attack Muhammad with a sword, and then they will kill him, and his blood will be in the hands of those clans. And Banu Abdul Manaf, the head of the clan of Banu Hashim, the family of Muhammad, they cannot go after those clans, fighting them one after the other. They can't do that. So they will come into conclusion to reason with them, to sit down and reason with them and see what to do. At the end of the day, they will ask for ransom. This is what they agreed upon. So 3 options that the Quran has stated is mentioned here. Now, this is the issue. Now, this thing that we read here to you is here. Here it is in page 79. In this one, when you pick this one, it is also there. When you pick this, it is also there. So the same story in the books. Now they agreed to kill the fictional character Muhammad with the idea and the seconding of Diabolos, aka Shaitan, aka Satan, who is able to walk into Mecca while Muhammad is in Mecca reciting Quran. Quran never hurt him. So those of you who think Quran sack jinns, you are lying. Your Quran will not do anything. If you find something to protect yourself, find something better. Quran has nothing. We call it a day. The Prophet
ano kwamo mienka na awodi nipa pina ekwate timu pao amani pampempema wale agu odia sampa spiritual and herbal center awo womo yade se wombe mu wanya basisi a yade bi tise stroke gonorrhea anabama waye mre e wampamu low sperm count womo wano aduro tatahwe ene gisem ne se seba ne sunsumu nsema womo tenete se ye sunsumu aware anasa yare bi ne yade amawo pampabone anabo ana wanya abai amane court case wobetu charge osisi a anam omadwuma panti ni pampempem ene be fo mukofie ekoye sunsumu nyuma edemom se mosini ene enzimani akabom dia sunsumu niema asie betu obi age wukunu anasa woyere awaresem adwumasem akwantuom nsem ni nyina ayasumasem fa bedan odia sampa spiritual and herbal center obehu yan
New Koforidua ejoso ne konongo infinfin aye Ashanti region ehon ma number aye didi dwuma no aye 054 330 4976 and I say 020 134 0421 054 330 4976 and I say 020 134 0421.
Odia Sampa Spiritual and Herbal Center. Ye be diwa samamount.